it's Andrew, and welcome back to the Neon Knitter. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video. So if you are seeing this video, that means I have worked through all of my technology issues. And I can make a whole separate video on tech issues. I'm probably not going to make a video on that, but I'm just saying that it would take a long time to explain. So anyways, so I will be starting a podcast pretty soon. Within the next week, you should hopefully see the first episode. But today is October 1st, and so I wanted to kind of do a little introduction to the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along Twists and Turns. So yeah. So I have my yarns and my pack of goodies from Stephen and Penelope arrived. So I'm going to show you guys that. So for starters, I'm wearing last year's MKAL. This is the shawlography. So yeah, and I love how it turned out. It is so beautiful. Last year was my first year participating in his mystery knit alongs, and I think I will, until he either retires or passes away or stops doing mystery knit alongs, I will do the rest of them. So, in other words, I guess I'm just really obsessed with his mystery knit alongs, and nothing will stop me from doing them unless he doesn't do one for whatever reason. So, yeah. So I'm probably gonna put the leftovers of my mystery knit along, my shawlography, into a scrappy project. I don't know yet what, but, and then I've got the mystery knit along 2021 tag. So yeah. It takes me a second to put my shawls on in the morning when I wear my shawls places, because I gotta do it in front of the mirror. So now you're experiencing what it's like for me to put a shawl on. Takes a minute. Not perfect, but anyways. So here's what I had left over of my color A. And here's my color B. This isn't all the leftovers of my color C. This skein ended up actually being in 3 pieces. So yeah. So that's just one of the pieces. Then here's color D. And here's color E. So this is Madeline Tosh Merino Light in Velma's Sweater. That was their September 2021 Hue of the Moment. And Scooby-Doo's my favorite TV show, so I had to have it. This is called Velma's Sweater, you know. This is Tosh Merino Light in the colorway Ink. This is color C. This is Green Mountain Spinnery Mort Singles. This is color D. This is a one-of-a-kind Tosh Merino Light skein called Tropical Sea. And this is Tosh Merino Light in Coquette Dew. And if you want to know more about my yarns, go and watch last year's video when I show off my yarns, because I go more into detail about it. So my yarns for this year are, yeah, so I am very adamantly a pick your own yarns kind of guy. I like having something unique that no one else has, And if someone else picks their own yarn and they go to the same color family, generally speaking, their yarn's probably from a different dyer, so it's not exactly the same. So that's what I like about picking my own yarns. And then I did order the DIY kit from Stephen and Penelope, which has no yarn and just the MKAL goodies. So the MKAL goodies, you get the needle gauge, which this is a nice needle gauge because you don't gotta like insert your needle into a bunch of holes until you find the right one. You just go, oh, I guess that's the size it is, you know, so I like that. Except that I won't get much use out of it because I did knit with the collage square needles, which I will show you in a second. Then it comes with the sticker. Here, it's so metallic that it's hard to see. Here, there we go. And then it comes with, hang on, the sew on tag, which I stuck in a little tiny Ziploc bag to keep it nice because I have it with my yarn. But yeah, the mystery knit along sew on tag, which I have my thoughts about this year's sew on tag. Most of the sew on tags I've received from Stephen and Penelope, because they do have regular ones that have the Westknits logo on the front and the back just says Westknits are the best knits. And I am so obsessed with Stephen West that I ordered a bunch of those and I sew them on all my Westknit shawls. That's how obsessed I am with it, with his designs. So those are really clean on the front and really clean on the back. This, if you can see, it's, and I don't know if I just got one that was kind of a weird fluke or what, but it's a little bit crooked here, you can see, like right here. That might just be a weird random fluke, so who knows. But then the back is like all stringy, so yeah. But you know what, it is what it is. I'm still gonna sew it on my shawl. I don't care. It's still expressing that I did the mystery knit along. So, and then before I show you my yarns, it comes with the You're a Knitter Baby MKAL 2022 project bag. Now, if you know what the MKAL is, you know that we are knitting a giant shawl, right? So I questioned Stephen and Penelope's judgment in getting this particular project bag, because here's my hand for scale. That is not big enough for a shawl project, is it? So my plan is to knit, or well, my plan is to use this project bag until my shawl is too big, and then I will put it in a bigger bag. And hopefully my shawl won't end up being too big, but who knows. And before I show you my yarn, I will show you my needles. These are the collage square needles. They are four-sided. Yeah, they're four-sided, and I absolutely love them. Now, when you purchase your set, you will not have each size being a different color. I participated back when Louette owned Collage. They are since under new ownership, which their new ownership I really like, because their system they use to connect the needle tips to the cord, because I have the interchangeable set, was not good when Louette was making them. This is their third ownership because they were originally owned by Collage Yarns, hence the name Collage. But Collage Yarns went out of business, so Louette discontinued all their yarn and knitting stuff and is now solely focusing on spinning supplies, so that is why they got rid of it. But this other company in Canada bought them. But this I got back when Louette made them. It was their 2018 Needle of the Month Club. which you got a new set of needle tips in the mail each month until you got all 12 sizes that they come in, and you got both the short and long tips each month. And the first few months, then different cords came with, you know. Anyways, they would not stay connected to the cords. It was horrific. But under new ownership, the cords are amazing, and they connect to my needle tips beautifully. But yeah, the Needle of the Month Club had fancy colored ones. Also, they had the ability for you to customize them. So yeah, they say here, NOMC 2018 Needle of the Month Club, and it says what month each one was from. And then the customization option, I have my name on them. Yeah, my name is on my knitting needles. So I have kind of a fancy set, but long story short, I knit with square needles. So yeah, enough bragging about my needle set. But if you have the means in which to purchase a collage square needle set, I say do it. It's amazing, but you will just get the plain boring silver one, or I think they have a gold one. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah. Also, before I show you my yarns, leave a comment down below if you know the answer to my question or have any ideas. So this is obviously this year's sticker, right? Here's last year's sticker. What do I do with them? I like want to display them somehow, but I'm not 100% sure how to display them. And I put a post out on the unofficial Westknits MKAL Facebook group asking the same question as what do I do with my stickers, but I didn't really like any of the answers I got, because there was a bunch of like, stick them to a water bottle, stick them to your computer card, stick them to whatever, right? I don't necessarily want to do that. I want to have a whole place where I just lay them out and display them. So if you have any ideas on how to display MKAL stickers, let me know. Some people did also say stick them to magnets and then put them on the fridge. I live in my parents' house, so I'm not sure that would be a great option to have MKAL magnets all over the fridge. So any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, let's move on to my yarns now. It was Labor Day weekend when the requirements were released, the Thursday before Labor Day weekend. And so Labor Day weekend, that Sunday, I did of course go to Stephen B and purchase my yarns. And I hem and hawed a little bit over different color combos, but this combo, when I saw it, oh my gosh, just really caught my attention, and it's just like, yes, this is the one. So yeah, and these are yarns I've never worked with before, so yeah, and we'll find out which one's the main and which one's the contrast on Thursday when Clue 1 is released, which, by the way, I took the day off work on Thursday, so that I could not miss any live streams that would possibly happen. I'm assuming Steven will probably do a live stream, but otherwise Martin over at Knit365 is collabing with Irina at Fiber Chats to do a bunch of Mystery Knit Along related stuff. And so I think they might have a live stream on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they might. So there's a lot of live streams, and so I just was like, well, screw it, I'm gonna take the day off work. So yep, so I have the day off on Thursday for that. But here's one of my main and contrast colors. Again, we'll find out which one, the dark one and the light one, which one is main, which one's contrast on Thursday. But yeah, this is Pearl Talk Usoxy Thing. Excuse me. If I just randomly start going into a coughing attack, a couple weeks ago I had bronchitis, and it is the cough that just won't quit. My whole family had it, and we are all still coughing. I was the last to get it, so my goal was to actually have a podcast episode at the beginning of September, but I was sick, so If I just randomly start coughing, that's why. But my cough has gotten relatively better, so yeah. So anyways, this is Pearl Talk Use Oxy thing. And it is 75% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 10% tencel. That's TENCEL. Look it up on Google if you're curious about what tencel is. I googled it, but I already forgot what it's made out of. I think it's a plant fiber, but I could be wrong. Not to get confused with tinsel, TINCEL, which is that metallic stuff. That's not what it is. It's tencel. Yeah. And it is 433 yards, 115 grams, 396 meters. And the color is called Damask Rose. Here, Damask Rose. And of course I have 2 skeins of it. Then here's my other one, main contrast. Again, we'll find out on Thursday. This is also Pearl Talk Use Oxy thing. And this is called Passionate Red. I don't think this is red. This is more of a purpley color, I think. Pinky purpley. Leaning more purpley. But correct me if I am wrong. But yeah, it's called Passionate Red. And again, 2 skeins of that. Now here is my accent color. This is Zitron Trekking in the colorway Suzanne. I don't know why it's called Suzanne, but it's kind of a turquoise color. So it is 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon. And it is 420 meters or 459 yards. So, yeah. And when I was at the store, I was playing around with lots of different color combos, but mostly I was playing around with this being my accent because I was just really drawn to this blue. They only had 1 skein left, so I couldn't play around with it being my main or contrast at all. But yeah, then I was looking at the Use Oxy thing and saw those 2 colors, and it was just meant to be. So here's the color combo. I think it's going to be amazing. Yeah, I'm really thinking this is going to be really nice. And I already have a shirt that I'm going to wear with it. Didn't think to grab it before filming, and didn't think to go grab it when I had to pause to answer the phone, so, you know, but when I wear it at the end of October, you'll see the shirt. So, yeah, but, so that is my mystery knit along stuff. And if you have any ideas, like I said, on how to display my stickers, please let me know. And if you have any ideas, it doesn't matter if the idea involves sticking them to something or leaving the backs on. I almost kind of like the idea of leaving the backs on, but if you have any ideas that involve sticking them down to stuff, you can still leave those ideas down below as well. But if you think of any ideas on how to display them without sticking them somewhere, also let me know, because I'd be curious to see how that would work. But yeah, so that is that. So I will probably wind my yarns on Wednesday night. So yeah, but I've got some knitting to finish before then. So I have a shawl I'm binding off on, which I'll talk more about in my podcast episode, which I'm probably going to film right after this. If not, then later tonight. So yeah. So anyways, again, I'm Andrew. Thank you for checking in here at the Neon Knitter. Sorry it's been a while, but glad I got my tech issue sorted out. So yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video. And yeah, and also I don't really have a schedule yet for when my Mystery Knit Along videos are going to come out. I haven't decided if I'm doing once or twice a week yet, but we shall see. Anyways, I will see you in the next video.